Next, what remains a bitter and angry debate. We discussed Gamergate on this show 2 weeks ago, a war of words between people who say there's corruption in games journalism and others who believe that that whole argument is just a front to bully and threaten women in the games industry. Dave Lee, you've been speaking to someone deeply affected. Tell us more.
Thanks, Rory. This week I met Zoe Quinn, who listeners may remember as being the independent developer who has been the subject of a blog post written by her ex-boyfriend, which detailed a relationship he'd had with a games journalist, which some said she had done to get a positive review for a game she had made.
That turned out not to be true, didn't it?
Turned out not to be true. The relationship happened, but the review didn't. But that hasn't stopped the volley of abuse coming her way, so much so that she hasn't felt safe enough to go home for 2.5 months now. One of the threats was particularly chilling. It said next time she went to a games conference, she would suffer a, quote, crippling injury. I met Zoe this week at a games conference, and I asked her how threats like that made her feel.
I used to go to game events and feel like I was going home, and now it's just like, are any of the people that I'm currently in a room with the ones that said that they wanted to like beat me to death? You know, who here has seen the naked photos of me that's been circulating? It's terrifying, and it sucks to not even have any privacy. You know, it's like this has all been so public. It's more scrutiny than like a politician faces, and it's living in constant fear in the space that I called home.
So I also asked Zoe for her thoughts on the idea that Gamergate was about ethics in games journalism.
Any of the real concerns that people should have about ethics in journalism have been completely ignored. The fact is, it's a lot of people shouting about a lot of stuff they don't understand. Consider the fact that they have organized massive campaigns to try and shut down and get advertisers to pull out of websites that disagree with them. And that's, if you want advertisers to control the content of journalism, that is corruption.
And that's Zoe Quinn. This has been rumbling on for nearly 3 months now, Dave. It's still provoking hugely strong reactions, isn't it?
It is. We've published an extended version of this interview on our website, bbc.com/technology, and the reaction has been quite staggering. Many Gamergate supporters took serious issue with it, taking to Twitter in their hundreds to tell me what they thought. Their chief concern, they told me, was that I didn't do enough to give the Gamergate point of view, and many people insisted I interview someone supporting Gamergate, so I did. This is a man who refers to himself as Sargon of Akkad. He wouldn't give us his real name, but we pressed on regardless. I asked him first whether he condemned what had happened to Zoe Quinn.
Everyone condemns these attacks. The Gamergate Harassment Patrol actually is a sub-movement within Gamergate that's dedicated to rooting out and reporting accounts that send threatening tweets and anything else of that nature. Zoe Quinn, Brianna Wu, and Anita Sarkeesian, they are not games journalists. They are not part of the games journalist media. I'm dreadfully sorry that they feel this way and the things that have happened to them have happened, but they should really contact the authorities. And I hope they have, and I fully support any investigation into whoever is sending these threats. But they're nothing to do with Gamergate. They're a completely separate issue that's being conflated with Gamergate's primary goal of cleaning up corrupt game journalism.
So there we have it.